ShartimusPrime, ShartimusPrime. Reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it. Taking bad hits, taking bad shit. Subscribe.
Hey, what's up, you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another ThreeZero action figure review on the Transformers MDLX Starscream. If you're trying to pick up your ThreeZero figures, you can do so at
Big! Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below.
And big thanks to ThreeZero for making this review possible and sending out this sample my way to review for you guys. If you want to see the latest from ThreeZero, check them out. Link is in the description below. And I remember seeing the reveal images for this figure and just getting blown away. I can't see much with, the window right here, but oh my god, it looks good so far. Nice image of Starscream right there on the front. Decepticon logo right there. Wraps around to the side. Says Transformers, Starscream. There's Starscream. There's a whole bunch more Starscream wing blades, null ray cannons, and it says MDLX Optimus Prime sold separately. And then you can see right here, you get Starscream, and then you have your hologram foil sticker. It says Starscream on the top, not much more at the bottom. So let's get to it and crack this thing open. And here's Starscream out of the packaging, and this thing looks freaking awesome, man. I really like the design of it. The toes are a little large. That did stand out to me right away, like, whoa, big old toes over there. But I'm not complaining. And the accessories are cool, but I really haven't used them at this point. So I've just been enjoying the figure as it is with the fisted hands right here. But anyway, let's get a closer look at those accessories, and then we'll get a closer look at the figure. So I love that we get 4 sets of hands over here. I don't feel the need for the extra set of relaxed hands so much. And then we get 2 face plates. You have these blades that attach to the wings, and then you have his null rays over here, which do look pretty cool, and they do double as blasters as well. I do like the detail in these. It's a pretty cool design. It's an upgrade. It still has that null ray kind of look right over there. So you could have them hold them. You could attach these to the shoulders, which I'll show off right now. There's a little slot in the shoulder right there, and you just port in there. And it doesn't really wiggle around much. I mean, there's articulation right there, but you can see how it's ported in. You also get these 2 blades right here, which do look pretty cool. I don't see myself really displaying them with these on all the time, but to show you how they attach to the wings, you just port them on like that. And there that goes. And then you get the wide open hands right here, which I do love the blue color and the black wash throughout. Looks really good. And then you have these relaxed hands. You have the weapon holding hands. If you have a tough time getting him to hold his weapons, you could heat these up and they'll loosen up really fast. And then you have these fisted hands right over here, which are pretty cool. Recommendation is smear them off the peg instead of pulling them directly off. So if I port this on the ball peg right here and I try to remove it straight out, I might take this off with it, which I didn't do, of course. So I smush away like that, and that's just better for me. Then we have these 2 face plates over here, which both look really good. I love that silver paint. The red eyes look good. So here's his regular mean face. And then to attach this to the figure, actually, I want to attach the other face plate. You can see this is his smiling face right here. You got to have a smiling Starscream, right? So that's really, really awesome. I like that. Porting it onto the head is pretty easy. You just want to come in at an angle like that and then push up. There you go. To remove it, you just grab him by the chin and lift off. Very easy to do. So seeing this face added to the head sculpt, I gotta say, it looks really cool. I really love the changes they made here to the design. A lot of hints over here, or hits of the G1 aesthetic, while having all this new stuff incorporated as well. Chest looks really cool right over here. Love the paint applications on this. I love the choice for gray right here. The color they picked for this is just perfect, I think. I really like it a lot. And then you can see some nice black paint over it as well. It just looks immaculate throughout, man. I just love the details on this thing. The wings look really, really cool too. I love that we get the upside down Decepticon logo, as we should, or symbol anyway. And you can see I did not attach this blade right over here, but we have that one right over there. And then you can see the gold paint over on the very back. Really nice bright silver paint throughout. Yeah, the paint is probably my favorite part of this whole figure. I love the sculpted work on it too. I do have gripes about the articulation, and just to show this off, you can go ahead and remove this. Well, you have to attach it to the figure. I wish they had wing articulation right here, because when you articulate the figure, this just pops off a lot easier than I'd like it to. So that can be very frustrating. That's probably my least favorite part of the figure is these wings, these little clips right over here. I don't know, they just don't grab on securely enough. And then you can see that all the parts that are hidden still have a lot of nice paint detail on them. So I think that's pretty dope. Then you can see the back of the arms anyway, right over here. Everything just looks really good. You get the butt panels, front panels, and then we'll get into the articulation in a little bit. Ooh, I have some red staining right here that I just noticed. Didn't remember doing that, but there I went. I must have done it. And then you can see the legs look really good over here. I love that gold paint, the silver mixed in here. Everything about the paint apps I like. I don't have to mention every single tiny little detail. These feet are huge and annoying, and the articulation, man, it's hard to get them to stand because this isn't flush enough. So I'll get into that in just a second. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of how the feet came out on this figure. I just think they look a little bit too extra large right there. It does look a little odd. God, but yeah, the paint does look fantastic. I wish I liked the articulation more, but anyway, it does have really good head articulation, so you can give him some good head pivoting, and he'll look up a whole bunch and look downward. He can tuck his chin in there, so that's really cool. Of course, you can turn side to side. You have the butterfly joints that do move forward right here. You can't really move them back so much, and the directions tell you if you want to move these shoulders forward, you got to use that butterfly joint to get this out of the way so you have clearance for this right over here. So be mindful of that. You also can shift the arms out all the way right here, and of course rotate all the way around. You get the bicep swivel, all squeaky, and then you have nice double jointed elbows right here, and then the wrists are on ball pegs. They rotate and move around. You have a diaphragm cut that moves forward right there, and it doesn't really move back that much due to the wings getting in the way. Then you have this nice waist cut right here, and then you have a bunch of panels, and I just knocked one off, and I knocked a second one off. Yep, all right, and yeah, I just did ruin a little bit of paint on that one. That sucks, but you can move these up and out of the way. Same thing with the butt flaps right over there, and you can move the legs all the way out once you have those moved, and then you can move the legs all the way forward and back, upper thigh cut, and great double jointed knees. And then here's where I get really frustrated. Oh man, so you have these panels on the side which help with the ankle pivot. You can pivot right up here, but it just doesn't bend in as much as I'd like it to. And you can rotate right here also. There goes the wings. And then this shifts down a little bit. Doesn't really shift up, but the toes will move up. And these just move up and down that much. So that's it. I wish you could move the ankles around a whole lot better. And then as far as getting him flush onto the ground, it gets tricky to do. So yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of the feet of this figure. Nah, to measure out this Starscream figure, he does stand pretty tall. He's at about 7.5 inches, I want to say. And then here's our MDLX Starscream. Next to some other MDLX figures from ThreeZero, we have Megatron and Optimus Prime. And I wish he was just a little bit smaller. He's the tallest one out of the three, right? And I hope they make a Thundercracker in Skywarp for sure. But still, I'm just bummed out that he's as large as he is. I feel like he should have been a little bit smaller. And you can go ahead and take the head off of Prime and port it on the Starscream right here. So you could have Starscream in disguise, and that ports on there pretty well. So that's cool, you could do that. It doesn't really port on there that well. That's kind of weird, but hey, kind of has an Orion Pax look to him, right? And for a Starscream comparison, you can see we have our Earthrise or War for Cybertron trilogy Starscream right here, and then we have the masterpiece MP52. I don't remember the numbers correctly, I think. I don't know, I could be wrong. But I still love this figure, man. Then here's Starscream next to your average 6-inch scale figure. We have the Marvel Legends Big Time Letdown Spider-Man. Hey, Starscream, hey, you look cool, but too bad you can't transform. See, I could transform. Check it out. Oh, excuse me. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to show some love by simply clicking that like button. And if you're new here, be sure to hit that subscribe button as well. I do have a transforming Transformers figure on the way that I'm very excited to open and review, so stay tuned for that video. You do not want to miss it. And this figure right here is very cool. I really love the concept design that we're getting from ThreeZero with these MDLX figures. I really love the paint, I love the sculpt, but the paint apps really is my favorite part of this thing. Like, the paint is just amazing on this figure. I really like it a lot. And I really like this design as well. Unfortunately, I don't like everything about it. The feet bother me. I don't really like the feet, and I don't like how the wings pop off so easily. I wish they added hinges into those wings on the back so that, you know, you can move the arms around without them falling off so easily. So I do have my complaints, man. They're totally there. So it still looks great. It's still very fun to pose around. Now, the panels around the waist, those can be bothersome sometimes. While it did happen in the video, it honestly didn't really happen that frequently while I was in the photo taking phase of making this video. So it can be annoying, but it's not the most annoying part of the figure for me by any means. I get more annoyed by the wings and the feet, you know. So I wish I liked the ankle articulation more as well. I do have my gripes about the figure, but I do think it looks really awesome, and it's too tall. That's the other thing. So I have my gripes, and I think enough of those gripes have stacked up to keep this from being one of my favorite MDLX figures. So at the price point of around, I think 80, 100 bucks, I'm gonna give this Starscream a SUD rating of...
It's not too bad.
And I'd like to know what you guys think, so please let me know in the comments section below. If you want to stay in touch with me on social media, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, and on whatnot. We got a big giveaway next week, so don't miss out on that, and I will catch you guys later. Peace.
That's crispy.
Let's get to it and crack this thing open. And if you're trying to get your Marvel talk and on whatnot, gotta give a big away next week. We got a big... Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.
Your face.